Holy Paul McCartney and all the living saints that are yet to be anointed, how's it going, my dudes? It's been months since my last World of Dragoness video, and boy oh boy do we have a lot of shit to talk about. So strap in, boys and girls, and let's talk about the disappointing clusterfuck, which is the Assassin patch. Now your boy's reasonable and I can definitely see the effort there, but here's the thing. This ain't their first motherfucking rodeo and they got all the damn references in the world, so your boy's wondering, where the fuck is the guillotine cross? Ain't no French law ruling the shit out, so where the fuck is it? So to those who don't know, that is the trademark skill of the Raven. Yo my dudes, Max from post-production here, so I just want to point this out. Guillotine cross is an awakening skill, and they chose Crowstorm over Guillotine Cross. Now I want you guys to see this video. This was back when I was still playing DMPC. And I want you to notice how many times I've used Crowstorm compared to Guillotine Cross. Never did. Light Fury's got Sunshine Spark, Abyss Walker's got Killing Wave, and the Ripper's got all the good stuff from the PC version toned down, which is a nice balance, but where the absolute fuck is the Guillotine Cross? Did Edie's balls fall off? See, don't get me wrong, applause and punishment are great, but that's just the setup before Guillotine Cross. Instead, they gave us Dirty Trick and Speedy Cut, which, to be fair, has its uses but definitely not in its best for the mobile version. Speedy Cut, for example, was viable due to the fact that it had 3 freaking stacks, which made it perfect for combo chaining. It's basically another Gladiator situation where some skills were just nerfed so badly that it's beyond saving other than using it in special occasions like PvP. The next thing I want to talk about is Rake. I'm sure the PC boys feel me on this one too, because this begs the question. Why in the world did you place a Raven trademark skill onto the Ripper? I'm not gonna complain how strong the Ripper can get in a dueling situation, because a buff is always a good thing, but damn guys! Damn, you literally just dumped a giant pile of shit on the Raven, which is one of the all-time favorite classes ever since the PC version, and goddamn, check your own statistics, goddammit. Third important thing about this update that was a totally missed opportunity were the roll skills. So really guys, 10 seconds, it's like they barely gave a thought about it, yeah? The current assassin buff in the PC version gives 10% HP and 8% attack. Now I know, it's different, but the point is, how are the other classes getting 90 and the assassins staying at 10? This is the content that literally made them relevant for the past few weeks, and they totally buried it before it even released. See, when you look at the World of Dragoness page on Facebook, it barely had any interaction, man. Like, for how many months? And it just became relevant when they landed the sponsored ads onto the assassin and everyone just went nuts. Everybody got excited. And they just killed it before it was even released. So the question, why the fuck did you give the assassin 10 seconds worth of buff? See, what I don't really understand is that they had a lot of time to figure this out. And I mean a lot of time. They have a lot of reference material and they certainly had the budget, because how else could they release this? With the amount of advantages that they had up to the release of this patch, they could have made it a solid 8 out of 10 or 9 out of 10 to be generous. You know, just generous. And mind you, I'm absolutely generous when it comes to reviews. So, to answer the question on which advancement is worth looking at. So, I basically rank it this way, and please take this with a grain of salt because this is just pure skill analysis and I'm still leveling up my assassin. So the strongest all-arounder would definitely be the Abyss Walker. But the only con is that the gameplay is pretty boring. I never really liked the Abyss Walker. The pros absolutely outshine the cons though, as the Walker's kit offers a lot of versatility and raw damage. Not to mention that Killing Wave has diffusion and is a normal skill. Next and most likely would be an equal to the Abyss Walker would be the Light Fury. And yes, you heard me right, a support class that can outdamage the supposedly DPS class because Identity has totally went full bonkers, and I pray that they soon go to the doctor to get themselves checked. The Light Fury is totally lit though, with 2 annoying summons that can deal some serious damage, and the always loved Sunshine Spark, which is their trademark skill, be in the normal category. Hands down, the best duelist out of the 4 advancements would be the Ripper. The only downside is basically the lack of AoE, but they never really specialized in AoE in the first place. Rippers shine in duels and concentrated boss damage with their fast skill animations and decent board damage. Last on the list is sadly, the Raven, but only due to the fact that ED's balls fell to the ground and they never really had a chance to pick it up. It's a mix of poor decisions, not playing and knowing their own game, and lack of gathering player feedback that really dragged this class down. It still has some potential, but whatever. Overall, I'd say it's a good patch. It's a really good patch if this was released months ago. Now, I won't go into detail on how ED fails as a company because I'm sure a lot of you already know the reasons why. See, it's not that hard to reach out to players, and at this point, I think they're just playing the 2020 Mitsubishi principle of I don't give a fuck about what you think. And that's just sad because they would have made more money out of us players. See, for reference, look at MiHoYo. They literally find bugs before players do, and we players would be compensated before we even know what the heck was going on. It's those simple yet substantial company principles that go a long way. Now, what do I mean by a long way? Oh, nothing. It's just $400 million for a single patch. And counting. For a company younger than ED, that's some serious bank. But mind you, World of Dragonist had that potential when it first released. It's just sad to see what has become of this game. See, there are only a few guilds that are active, and guild wars are just there for guild points nowadays. So, well, for the most part. I had a good time catching up with acquaintances and online friends though, so it's not all bad. It's not all bad. At the end of the day, it's just really the in-game friends that make us stay. Speaking of friends, I'd like to drop some quick shout-outs to my 4 more lockdown boys and girls over at Sacred and Care Bears. You got Itet, Chi-Chi, Boss 3D Mark, musta dude? Sardonyx, Gabbytown, Euphoria, Red Ghost, and Aiko Hiyoka. Y'all stay nice and humble, right? I'll do my best to give you guys more updates about the assassin soon. No promises because seriously, this update sucks. Peace, be nice, stay safe, and we'll see you next time.